he says in verse 13, therefore take up the full armor of God so that you may be able to resist in the evil day, and having done everything to stand firm. Stand firm, therefore, having girded your loins with truth, and having put on the breastplate of righteousness, and having shod your feet with the preparation of the gospel of peace. In addition to all, taking up the shield of faith, with which you will be able to extinguish all the flaming arrows of the evil one. And take the helmet of salvation and the sword of the Spirit, which is the word of God, with all prayer and petition, pray at all times in the Spirit. Perseverance, petition for all the saints. And so as we're looking at this, we looked at the same diagram last year of the armor of God. Paul is sitting there and he's thinking to himself, I need to really describe what it means to fight in a spiritual way. And he looks at the guard guarding him, and he sees all these little parts to his armor, and he begins to compare them to the importance of the gospel message. So the first thing I want you to get from this whole armor idea is that the gospel is the key to overcoming Satan. It's the gospel. Now, why is it the gospel? Well, let me ask you this. When are you going to put on the armor of God? Are you going to put on the armor? In fact, if you're going to fight a battle like this one, are you going to put on the armor before the battle or during the battle? Well, the worst time in the world is during the, well, boy, this is a lot tougher than I thought it was going to be. Think I'll go back and put on my armor. No, you put it on before the battle begins. And the message of the book of Ephesians is, you already have everything you need. You just need to apply it. So you already have the gospel. Therefore, you already have the armor. You already have it. It's there at your disposal. That doesn't mean you don't put it on every day, even verbally, because you need to apply what you already have. But the gospel is the answer. For example, temptation. How are you going to think of yourself any better when you know deep down with the gospel, my sin is so bad, Jesus had to die for me? How am I going to presume on the grace of God? Try to take advantage of God. Try to rip God off on the other hand. How am I going to do that knowing my sin was so great? On the other hand, as far as accusation, God's love is so deep for me that he was willing to die for me. It covers both. The battle is there. Why do we even need the battle? Well, we need the battle because when we fight the battle, we become stronger. We become stronger. It's part of spiritual growth to fight in spiritual warfare.